Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about Always On Me Trio from Masic Beauty. So I have all the three fragrances here. After trying so many times, I have finally got my hands on this trio and I ordered this twice from the Masic Beauty website and I couldn't get the package. And then finally I have ordered it from Myntra. And let's say that whatever happens for good, because back then it was $16.99 and now I got it for around 1300 rupees, which is like saving 300-400 rupees for me. We are going to talk in depth about all these three fragrances. Let's just jump into this video. Before I start talking about these fragrances, I want to say something. If it would have been my own perfume line, I would have tried, I do sometimes think about, collaborating with someone and, some perfumes that might happen in future. I am not claiming anything right now. It's just a thought that runs through my mind. So if this would have been my line, I would have given you a freshie and a warm fragrance, which would be like a non-gourmand or something in the middle, and then a gourmand. That's my way of putting up fragrances so that I can give you something for summer, autumn or fall, and then winter. And that would have been my take if I launched three fragrances. So that is what I was expecting from these as well. So talking about Zaddy first, let me just take it out. The packaging is really nice. The bottles are really nice. I'm not complaining that about anything. So everything is like very sturdy and nice. Zaddy is a fresh fragrance and it has the green cardamom, it has the patchouli in it, and very slight sweetness, and it's not, which is not, noticeable. It's the kind of sweetness that's just kind of adding a bit of, smoothness to it in the background with that green cardamom. And it's lemony. So when I put it on my skin, not initially, but after it settled down a bit, it strongly reminded me of, I was like, I have smelled this before. And I was like, I have smelled this before, and I've smelled this before several times. It's not like just one or two times. So I really, put my brain into it, and then I figured out that it smells exactly like Skin Titan Pristine. It has that same virgin mojito drink without sweetness sort of a thing going on in here, and it's just the same kind of fragrance. Fresh, it's nice, it's professional. What do I say? It's mouth-watering, and it's kind of an aquatic, and it's lemony. So that's all in here. That's what you're getting in here. Zaddy has bourbon and geranium in it with cinnamon notes, which I am not at all agreeing with. That's not true. That's not true, and I can tell this because it's exactly like Skin Pristine Titan. There is absolutely no bourbon in it or no geranium in it, and definitely no cinnamon in it. It's actually the green cardamom that I'm smelling in it. And the price on this and that is almost similar now if I compare them, because since they have been launched on Myntra, or they have been made available on Myntra, the prices have gone down a little. I think earlier it was like 650 or 699 rupees something for a single fragrance, but now you get single fragrance in 520 rupees and almost the similar kind of price for Skin Titan Pristine as well, or any Skin Titan fragrance for that fact. Same amount that you get in Skin and in Masic. So yeah, that's that. So price range wise, they both are similar, and I have to say this, that the quality is also exactly the same. There is absolutely no difference between the quality of this and that, and the performance is also the same. The way skin perfumes are lasting, and they last quite long on the clothes, same is the case with this as well. So it lasted around 4-5 hours on my skin, and if I would have put it on my clothes, I'm sure it would have gone for 6 to 8 hours easily. Lasting power, I have absolutely no complaints about these fragrances. I think you'll end up saving on Skin Titan Pristine if you go for a full bottle instead of a 20 ml fragrance. And so the problem here is that this is not something new. This is not something out of the box. This is just a fragrance that was already existing in market, and it feels like that it has been repackaged as Masic Beauty's Zaddy and given to us, and I'm not finding it to be anything different at all. Next up, we have Centaurini. I hope I'm saying the name right. And this is a sweet, floral, and peachy fragrance. It has peach in the notes. Centaurini has the notes of gardenia and peach notes. That's all been mentioned in here. But it smells like a sugary, peachy, floral fragrance. And it's somebody in the comment section of Myntra, there are just 2 reviews, and somebody said that it smells like a Sunsilk shampoo, and I totally agree, because it smells like a sweet, clean, shampoo-y, floral sort of fragrance, and that's the case in here. Like, it's feminine and everything, but there's absolutely nothing mind-blowing about it. Again, nothing out of the box. It's just a very basic and very I think you can find this kind of fragrance somewhere else as well. You need not buy Centaurini for it, and it's a very, very generic fragrance. Genuinely, it's not blowing my mind. I would not put this on myself, to be honest. One, I'm not a floral fragrance lover, and sometimes when florals are sweet, they do impress me, but this is failing to do so. I will not put it on. I am probably never using this. So yes, Zaddy, I am definitely using. I can put it in my handbag or something and, carry it along, because my pristine bottle is quite heavy and big. So I can do that. But in case of this, I don't think I'm going to use it, because it's a very generic, sweet, floral, peachy fragrance, and very sugary, peachy sort of fragrance. And the person who said that it smells like Sunsilk shampoo is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Moving on to the last one, and that is Boujee. I had again high hopes from this fragrance. According to the website, Boujee has nutty notes, spring cherry blossoms, pink pepper, and raspberry fresh notes. I doubt. Again, I doubt that, because Boujee is a very lemony, fresh, citrusy, zesty, in your face, zesty sort of fragrance. There is absolutely nothing feminine about this. The rest of the 2 fragrances, I can say that Zaddy can be a unisex fragrance, and Centaurini is a feminine fragrance, but this has absolutely nothing feminine about it. I just feel that this fragrance is more like a zesty and a cologne sort of fragrance. At least on my skin, it is turning out to be like that. I don't know, if you like men's fragrances, and if you are looking for something which is similar to a man's fragrance for yourself, which will last long on you, and like a moderate performer sort of a fragrance, you can definitely go for this. And those who are particularly looking for a zesty and lemony fragrance can go for this, but do not forget the fact that it is not going to smell smooth or feminine from any point of view. It's going to be more like a cologne, lemony sort of a fragrance, which is not super cologne, but it's definitely unisex. Maybe like a bold woman's fresh gym fragrance sort of a thing in here. But again, yeah, but not impressing me enough. I have been so, not from the longevity and projection point of view, I'm not saying that. I am myself saying that they are moderate and good performing fragrances for the price. But my problem is that I was expecting more from Malvika's fragrances, and I was expecting something out of the box from her fragrances. But somewhere in the back of my mind, I had this thought that Malvika herself uses most of the time Jo Malone fragrances, which are more on the fresher and the lighter side, and probably her fragrances are going to be like that or something similar to that. And that's what has happened here. We are getting just fresh fragrances through and through, and none of them comes off as a super unique or something out of the box sort of fragrance. Even if those notes have been mentioned on the website, I personally do not smell them in it, and I do not find them to be appealing enough. If there's just one fragrance I have to pick up from the entire lot, then that has to be Zaddy. But again, since you get only 20 mls in Malvika's fragrances and you do not get full bottles or anything such, these are the only full bottles that she has till now. Absolutely unnecessary launch, I would say. Perfumes, she shouldn't have done that if she was not bringing something unique to the market. We already have so many brands doing fresh fragrances or sweet floral fragrances for us, that too in lesser the price. So those are my thoughts on Masic beauty fragrances from Malvika Sitlani. I am sorry if any of you like these fragrances or are using these fragrances, are impressed enough with them, but they have failed to impress me. Quality wise, I really like them. Projection and longevity wise, I like them, but I was expecting something a little more unique from her. So yeah, just wrap it up. And if you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.